Today, I am going to share some important information about the World Cup, FIFA 2026 World Cup that is going to be hosted in the United States. If you're somebody who is hoping to attend this World Cup event, I'm going to give you some important information so that you guys can prepare for your journey. Now, the first thing first, Secretary of State made a statement recently that they are going to prioritize World Cup fans or people who are coming to watch the World Cup match but have their ticket. Okay, so make sure that you already have acquired your ticket. Next thing is that you must apply for your visa immediately. Okay, there's not enough time. Even though you guys are going to be prioritized, it doesn't mean that you wait until the last minute. So make sure that you have submitted your application. The type of visa that you're going to apply for is B1, B2 visa, okay? It's business or pleasure and tourism. That is B1, B2 visa. That is the type of visa that you apply for. You'll be filling the DS 160 online. You pay the application fee and then you prepare for your interview. Now, the things that I wanted to share about this video is that there are 4 important things that you guys need to be aware of. For this World Cup visa application process, it's no different from any regular B1, B2 visa, okay? The difference is the purpose, okay? The difference is the purpose of you coming to the United States. That is what changes the whole B1, B2 visa for somebody who is coming here for a visit, coming to see the United States, and then versus somebody coming to see the World Cup. That is the only difference. Now, the 4 things that I want you to pay attention to if you plan on coming for this World Cup is that the first thing is that your purpose. You need to really pay attention to the purpose of your visit. The purpose of your visit is obviously for the World Cup. You need to do your research, do your homework about the World Cup, the group stages, the different stages of the game. Now, the World Cup is going to be running for a period of 39 days. How long are you going to be here? What team are you supporting, right? In what stages are you going to be watching the games, right? And then the World Cup is going to be hosted in 11 cities. So you should be able to know which city that the group that you're going to support, where they are going to play their game. Guys, this information is already available on FIFA website. Just go to the group stages and look at their schedule. When you look at the schedule, it will tell you the city where this game is going to be played at and the date, so that you can use that to plan for your interview. Guys, this is all part of your purpose. If the purpose of coming to America is to watch the World Cup, then you should be able to know where that the match that you're interested in, where that match is going to be played. Is it going to be played in Atlanta? Is it going to be played in Seattle? Is it going to be played in Houston or Dallas? Is it going to be played in Philadelphia? Is it going to be played in Kansas City? Guys, there are 11 cities. So you'll be able to find this information online. Do the research so that you'll be able to answer any questions when it comes to where you're going to watch this match. All right? The other thing that you need to also know that ties into your purpose, guys, the purpose is a big conversation. The other thing that you need to tie into that is that if you're going to watch the World Cup in, say, Boston or Dallas or Houston or Los Angeles or Miami, where are you going to stay? So you need to be able to point to, I'll stay in this hotel. You need to be able to name a hotel, name a place. If you haven't booked the hotel stay already, you need to be able to give the name of the hotel. Okay, so that is the research that you need to do and have all your information together. I am going to this place. I'm going to watch the game for Ghana game at the group stages. It is going to be hosted in this city, and I'll be watching it at this stadium, and I'll be staying in this hotel, right? when you are able to answer your question, giving so many facts in your answer, it tells them that you are really prepared, right? It makes you believable. It makes you believable, all right? Now that I've talked about the purpose, if there's anything about the purpose that you guys feel that I did not include, feel free and put that down in the comment section. Now we'll go to the next thing, which is how are you financing this trip? All right. Whenever you apply for a tourist visa or a pleasure visa, B1, B2 for that matter, you need to show how are you able to afford this type of trip. Now you will have to show your job. You should be able to talk about what job do you do? How are you able to come up with this money? Think of it in your head that how am I able to come up with this money? I know some of you are uncomfortable because of our culture or whatever it is that nobody asks you, how did you get this money? How are you able to afford this trip? You should be able to show with bank statement. You need to be able to show with assets how you're able to afford this trip. To come to America just to watch a World Cup and stay in a hotel, go from city to city, that is money. The World Cup ticket itself is not, it's not cheap. Your plane ticket is not going to be cheap. Your hotel stay is not going to be cheap. You moving to city is not going to be cheap. So you need to be able to show how you're able to afford this trip. So you need to tell your income and be ready to provide the dollar equivalent of what that income is, okay? Be ready with the dollar equivalent amount. I know if you tell the consul officer, I made 20,000 cedis a month, the consul officer may, approximate in their head or whatever, but I would say that you do your own research before you go for the interview. Have an equivalent value of whatever your income is in US dollars, okay? If you're using money from your savings, you should be able to show proof where that money is coming from, guys, okay? Now, and then the last thing, okay, I said I was going to talk about 4 things, but I included where you stay with a purpose. So your stay was the second item, but I just included it in the purpose. So guys, forgive me, you got that information already. But the last part is, will you return? It's easy for you to say that, yes, I will return, but the consular officer needs to believe you that you will return. Why would you return? What will make you come back? All right. So as you're planning for everything, you need to show, did you take leave from work? So if you're saying that, say you work in the government sector, you work in the private sector, you are your own business owner, whatever that is, you need to show that you will return. And what are some of the proof that you need to show that you return? If you took leave, you should bring that leave statement that says that you took leave from work from this day to this day. And your plane ticket should show that. Your plane ticket will also be something that shows that your round trip ticket, not one way. A round trip ticket is also a little evidence that shows that you'll be returning, right? Because a round trip ticket means that I am going and coming back. But that alone is not enough. But it adds a little bit of credence to your story. You need to show that if you took leave from work, you need to bring that statement that shows that you took leave. If you own your own business and you have commitment, you have responsibilities, you should bring those evidence to show, or you should be able to talk about them if you're not able to bring evidence of that. Say if you're your own business owner, you have customers back home, you have transactions that are pending, and you need to, you can bring some of these things as proof to show that, hey, I have commitment. I own this manufacturing company. I am a seamstress. I am this and that. And I have customers, clients. I have 5 clients. I have 20 clients that I need to sew Christmas dresses for them. I am still working on it. I'm almost done. So I need to return so that I can finish this work for them so that they can have their clothing. They have made partial payments. Those are things that you can show that, yes, because of these reasons, I need to go back. I can't stay in America, right? When I have customers who are dependent on me, I'm caring for family members, I have wife, I have children, whatever that it is that pulls you back home. Don't think of it as, oh, I don't think my reason is not strong enough. Yes, it may not be strong enough, but it's better than nothing. All right. Somebody will say, hey, if I say my wife is home, some people leave their wife there and travel. Yes, other people leave their wife and travel. But maybe your wife is the reason why you're returning. Maybe your husband is the reason why you're returning. Your children are the reason why you're returning, right? So you can't ignore that as an evidence because you think you might be weak. But you need to make sure, you need to understand, have that self-awareness to know that your evidence might be weak, and so you need to do more. Okay? Don't dismiss your situation. Don't dismiss an evidence. Let's say you have an evidence that, hey, this will show that I will return, but you think it is weak, so you decide not to even bring it at all. No, that is not what we're talking about. You need to bring your evidence, even if you feel it is weak, but you need to be aware that this evidence that you have might be weak, so you need to add more. My children are back home. They have school event. They have this that I plan on attending. I have this and that. Something that will convince the consular officer that you are definitely going to return. And then you should also have an idea of when you return, what will you be doing? So that ties into why I need to be back. Why I need to be back. Like I use the seamstress as an example, or the fashion designer as an example, that when I get back, I have this, I have customers work that I need to get back to, I have this, I have my job that I need to return to, I have school that I need to return to, I have this that I need to return to, right? You have to have something that will prompt you to return to your home country. I hope that these will help you if you're planning on coming for the World Cup 2026 in the United States. Now, guys, I'll have another video where I'll talk about potential interview questions and the possible answers that you can give that will give you a stronger case. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you share it with your friends. Make sure you follow my page and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ofoyi TV. And see you at the World Cup. I love you.